Yo, welcome back. Fuel system time. Not much to say. Just time to do the fuel system. But I have to move this out of my way. It's just me, myself, and I. So, I want to do this pretty quick. Get this over with. Do it today. Put the video out today. And then finally hear this bad boy fire off. So, let's just get into it. Reminds me of the pole Candy dances on for me. Candy with a K. Oh. Can we just stick to cars, Anthony? Okay, let's do this. Okay. This is probably the heaviest hood I'll ever pick up. Oh, it don't feel too bad. Never mind. Actually, you know what? I have a dolly. There you go. Slide. There you go. There you go. I don't need no dolly. I am the dolly. Jeff! Jeff! Just help me one time. This is gonna hurt. But I'm preparing it. I'm preparing myself mentally for it. Gotta do some Rocky real quick. That only hurt A little bit. Okay. Let's continue. Okay. So this is very simple. We got sending unit. Oh, yeah. So sending unit, fuel pump, filter thingy, filler neck, and this is your sender, fuel level sender. This is okay. Yeah. So first thing, we're going to start with the fuel pump itself. You got to measure here. This is your, let's see. Yeah. So, see how we got this gap here? Can you see it? See that gap? Okay, yep. So, you have return, and then the other side is send. So the return line, we're gonna have to chop off so that it'll obviously let this sit flush. The return line, you don't have to worry too much about how much you cut off, because all it does is return the fuel. So I mean, you could snub it way up here if you wanted to, or just, actually we could just take this off, because all it does is return the fuel to the tank. It's this one you got to be careful with, because this is the send for the pump, and you want it to be right at the bottom of the tank. You want there to be like that much space between the tank and this tube. You don't want it cut too short and it's too high, because you'll run into fuel starvation issues. So we're going to take care of this one. I'm just going to cut the return flush with the send and see how it is. Okay, well that worked, but we got to do the fuel pump. So let me go over the directions real quick. I've done this before. I just want to make sure I don't mess it up. Oh yeah, you have to cut this at like an angle. Okay. Fuel pump, sock. Okay, got filter thingy. I don't remember what it's called. I'm sorry. cramp. Okay. God damn. Stop. Okay. We've got. Oh, that stays on there. So we've got our. Oh, we're gonna have to cut this way shorter, duh, because the pump has to go like up here. So we're gonna guesstimate. I'm gonna guesstimate. It's so hot. Bet this position looks crazy. No diddy. I don't care, it's hot. So we're gonna guesstimate. We're gonna cut about yay off. So let's kind of measure it right here. Okay. Right about there. Let's measure it with the pump. That would be a lot smarter. That would be more ASE certified. I'm ACEB certified, which is a couple steps above ASE certified, depending on who you ask. Just ask me. So, right, about right there. We're gonna cut it a little short to begin with, just to make sure we don't overcut. So. Okay, let's test fit. I feel like you're supposed to come off. Maybe not. Okay. Go in. Do I need to spit on it first? Okay, there we go. This is. I hope this is good enough because that's gonna be a pain to get off. Ooh, I think I'm gonna grab a light. So of course I can't find any flashlight, even my little pen one. So we got that. Get off my lawn, you pesky kids. Bro, come on. This is... I can't see nothing. It's not bright enough. Come on. Okay. Bet this will work. Oh yeah. Stay. Oh yeah, we're good. We're right on the money. Huh. That's pretty handy. Need to get a brighter bulb. Like an LED bulb. Motel 6. We'll keep the light on for you. Don't fall. Okay. We're good there. So, now, let's tie this to this. Got to put a hose clamp on there. Just stuff I'm going to speed through real quick. Okay, there you have it. Fuel pump is ready to be put in. You got your wires, they run through these two holes right here. That's really it. It's very, very, very simple. And then this cork gasket, when we put that on, do not tighten that down with the earthquake machine or anything. You got to be gentle. You know what I mean? You got to be gentile. No, that's not right. That's not right. You got to stuff it in there, whether it's got room or not, or it gives you consent. It's never gonna stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I need to lock me up. I need to make a shirt that says just lock me up. Okay. We're gonna have it pointing, our fuel lines and stuff pointing in the direction of the engine. So right here is the only way it'll let me line up all the holes. No diddy. Come on. Also, I need you guys and galettes to comment. Commenting on the video helps the algorithm. It puts my weird self out there so that other people may get to find me and enjoy me just as you do. Almost as much as I enjoy dripping sweat down my face every second I'm out here. Yeah. When the towel is over the shoulder, that means I'm cookout certified. I've always been cookout certified. If you don't know what that means, you may not be. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. Not gonna say it. Basically what I'm saying is, I'm always invited to the cookout. On gang. Easy, gentle. Woo. Woo. Okay. Okay, that crap. Okay, good enough. Good enough is in. Good. Okay, now we got the sender unit, which I don't really care for these. Well, let me take that back. I don't care to use these on factory gauges. These are much better with Dakota Digital. Just the way they're designed, and most of the time your factory gauge is not right. No matter how much you try to get it right. An old school car factory gas gauge is usually, I'm not saying all of them, I'm just saying most of the time are wrong. So if you're like, I don't care about my fuel gauge, just drop this bad boy in as you see it, just to cover this hole, just to block it off. But the customer wants to do Dakota Digital, so we're obviously going to hook this up. I gotta read the instructions on this again because it's been quite a while, so let me get to that and I'll be back. Okay, so I have this oh my goodness, Anthony. Can we? I can't show you until I get this out of here, But getting this out of here, okay, 8 million years later, I got the sending unit back in. So now we can do the easy one, which is just the fuel neck. And then we can mount it in the bed. Okay, I had to get in here and cut some stuff. Now, this should be drop in, meaning drop on my face, meaning not gonna fit at all, meaning great. Told you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I wish I was making this stuff up so that I don't have to deal with it. Dirt rust in my eyes. So we are gonna have to choppy. So, while my phone's been charging, y'all have been missing all the action. Had to completely cut off the ends on the side, the mounting plates, to try and make it fit. It is 99% in there. I just need to get this corner this way so that I can get this passenger side corner up over the frame. So I'm done after this. I'm ready to punch a bunch of fat kids. All this random ass wiring. Ridiculous.
So you want to build fucking cars? You want to build them? This is it. This is building them. Welcome to building cars. got to be shitting me. We're in. I'm done. Fuck you, fuck this, fuck everything. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay, we are in there like swimwear. Return, send, running up and over the frame, away from the exhaust. Goes back that way, but still away from the exhaust. Goes up, under, under, you can see it. Always leave some slack in your lines, in case you need it, obviously. So I have to, oh my God, I look crazy right now. This is what work looks like. This is peak male work look. In flip-flops. I didn't check to see if that was a regulated fuel pump. Obviously, I'm gonna go check. I'll check tonight or tomorrow. I'm pretty sure it is. The more that I think about it, I don't think it is. So I'm gonna have to, if it's not, I'll just have to put a regulator on it, which is perfectly fine. And I'll use this guy. You know, the good old Corvette fuel filter regulator. If you ask me if I've ever had issues with one of these, no, I have not. Have I had leaking issues with them? I have, but it's kind of weird. I'll get this is the send, this is return. I'll get the fitting on there and everything, and I'll run it and it'll leak a little bit, and then I'll just wiggle the fitting and it'll never leak again. So that's how I've dealt with it. But all that's left, which is gonna be next video, because I gotta go back in the engine bay and we'll finish up everything. Just power wire to the relay on the harness for the fuel pump, and then black just goes to negative. I'm gonna figure out way at the end, setup for fuel. It would be kind of cool to maybe like do this and it comes through here and do like a gas cap, but definitely not gonna cut up a nice short bed. So it's just gonna be one of those things. Maybe I just make it a little bit taller and kind of curved, so that he can just reach up in here, and you know, doesn't have to reach too far down. But we'll see. I'll talk to him about that, the customer. But that is it. The fuel system is finally in. Oh, I didn't show you the welds. I welded the fuel tank in, not weld, just good old fashioned crusty, shitty welds. I'm sorry this looks like this, just look there. That's not any better, but we had to do some work. I apologize, but this is just, when you build cars, this is how it goes. You could easily fix this, you know, trim this off, cut you a little piece of metal to shape to this, and bam, spiggity spam, it looks better. But the important thing was it doesn't move anymore. So I basically welded a little bit there and a little bit. Get out of the way. You've been in my way since yesterday. Jeez. Welded it there. Just little welds so that if it ever needs to be taken out, it wouldn't be hard to cut it with an angle grinder. And then the whole front half is very secure by the frame. It's held up there really well. I did tack weld it, and there, you kind of see it right there in the corner, the gray line right there to the left. And we are in there like swimwear. The fuel system, aside from running the relay or the wires to the relay, is done. I got a hot date tonight. Oh, Candy's gonna be pissed. Candy with the K. You know who I'm talking about, Candy with the K? Works down at the local pole house. Pole house. She's gonna be pissed. That's all right. She does her best work when she's mad, so I'm not worried about it. But yeah, anyways, shirts, extra large, large. Go grab one, even if you don't want to wear it. It supports the channel. It puts money for bills. Really, that's bills. But yeah, I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate y'all being here, sticking through it. Love you guys. I'll see y'all in the next one.